Hello everyone, Silius Skystarius back again for another video. I mentioned in my previous video that I was getting a ton of goodies from a bunch of my friends, and some of the goodies came early. It is not the date of the meetup. I just got some goodies nice and early, nice and in advance. Had to enunciate my words there. Today we've got Seapony Skystar on the layout because I figured I'd change it up. And of course we've got Oliver and his splendid little branch line coaches. Let's get into the items of which I have acquired, starting with the rolling stock. First is a Hit Toys mail van. You're probably thinking, there's two in this photo. Well, one of these is my original. This one, I believe, is my original. And this is the one that my buddy gave to me, or sold to me, rather. I acquired this lot from Cryptic Clay. So, thank you for the items, Clay. Very cool. And this was once his. Let me check the bottom for a production code. Ooh, yes! This is a 2009 example, if you can see. If the camera would love to focus. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Right there. E9. 2009. Which must be a darker shade of red compared to the earlier examples, because this, I believe, is from a 2007 example of the pack. So now I've got two from both different releases. The Hit Toys Rolling Stock packs were re-released in 2009, for those who didn't know. So, 2009 example, 2007 example. Pretty good. Pretty cool, I would say. Next up, now, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but this milk tanker is just, like, jaundiced. This thing is yellowed as hell. It's like that because I'm not using it as a milk tanker. No. I plan to disassemble this milk tanker and turn it into one of these silver tankers. I don't know if we actually see the silver tankers on screen, but at the very least, there's a trains asset of, like, a silver 14-ton tanker that I use all the time. And I would like a physical one. I'm gonna paint it up in some nice metallic-y colors. It'll hopefully look really good. I'll have a photo if the milk tanker's like a real thing, or not the milk tanker, if the silver tanker's a real thing, but I don't know. Either way, I'm making it silver. So this is custom fodder for another day. Speaking of custom fodder, next we've got Hector. I will be completely honest, one of the reasons I bought this lot was specifically for Hector. Hector and a couple other items that I'll talk about in a moment. Trackmaster Hector is so incredulously impossible to find. I don't know if I used that word right. There are like 0 listings for him ever. And when there are listings, they are just extortionately priced. Nobody should be paying $70 for a Trackmaster Hector. But it's got the Hit Toys curse of being great and also terribly, terribly overpriced. I got my Hector for $15, which I would say is a pretty bang-up price. Unfortunately, he does also require restoration work. Like how I'm going to mod that milk tanker, Hector's face has definitely seen better days. Nothing a little paint can't fix, but I'm just happy to have a Hector. Like, look at that. You know, and I'm okay with, like, worn-up items. That's why Oliver here. Oliver's pretty worn. His face is a bit chipped, but of course it's not as bad as this guy. But it's just very, very interesting, very curious to see a Hector finally in my collection. Very rare guy. Quite fond of him. I have a plan to collect all the Hit era new characters, and now I believe I'm only missing Jeremy, Whiff, Madge, and Hank, and Colin. I'm not getting the narrow gauge engines because, like I said, I don't like the narrow gauge engines in Trackmaster. I will get them in Wooden Railway though, because I like how Wooden Railway scales with Trackmaster. Wonderful Hector. I do wish he had a coal load though, but it's a great item, very good item. There's Hector. Next two are much less interesting than Hector. Two brake fans. This is the Hit Toys one. This is a Hit Toys rare, as it were. Blue brake van with the yellow sides. Very good. This is a good little guy. Comes in one of the Hit Toys rolling stock packs. And this guy, I actually don't know the origins of. I think, heavy emphasis on I think, it's from a Tommy Thomas Snow set, because it's got the white roof. So, I don't really know, but it's not one that I had before. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick that up. Let me actually get the regular gray brake van so I can compare. On the other side of the layout. See? The roofs are entirely different colors. It's very noticeable. And I noticed it in photos. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick the guy up. So now I've got 2 more brake vans to add to my collection. Wonderful, wonderful. That is all I acquired in terms of rolling stock. 2 engines, however. Actually, it was a little bit of a lie to say that's all I got in rolling stock, because I did get another item in terms of rolling stock. It just goes with a character. Flora and her tram car. Flora and her tram car, for the longest time, I thought were a Hector situation, in which they were just so expensive on eBay that I didn't want to pay eBay prices for them, so I'd pay a little bit less for damaged examples of them. Especially this tram car. I could go without a Flora, to be quite honest, but... because I know where to get cheap Floras. Like, Flora herself isn't that expensive. The tram car is just impossible to find. Or was. It was impossible to find. Because the exact day after I purchased this lot, and I bought this tram car, by the way, the tram car was $5. Cost me 5 golden doubloons for this tram car. And listings of it started appearing on eBay everywhere. You can now get the entire Flora set on eBay for like $50. Like, the tram car alone is like 10. Unless, by some strange act of God, by the time I go to edit this video and put photos of the eBay listings in, they are suddenly all gone. You'll have proof. You will see how cheap Flora's tram car is now, which is a good thing, to be quite honest. But I think it's very, very funny how the second I buy one, the price is just, or the rarity rather, just plummets to the floor. But this is a great item. It's got one major problem, and that is that they made it wrong. This little spiral staircase part is meant to be at the back, so this coupling should be at the back. It's a really good item, though. I do quite like it. I have grown an attachment to Flora in recent times because me and some of my friends started a Steam and Steel world, the Roblox game Steam and Steel, and my first engine was a yellow tram engine that I named Flora. So I figured, you know what, I ought to get myself a trackmaster Flora, and here she is. She does not work. I will say this right off the bat. I mean, I can check inside of her, actually. But I was explicitly told that she is very corroded. So, I mean, hey, you know, it wouldn't hurt to do an on-screen autopsy, or whatever, yeah. Open her up. She's coming apart. She's coming apart. She's coming apart. You can see her. Come on, come on, open up, open up, open up, open up, open up, open up. Oh, and she still doesn't want to open up. Okay. Probably speed this bit up. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, here we are, here we are. And she... yeah, no, she is corroded. I mean, I'll check with a battery right now, but I doubt that she actually works. Yep. It's okay, though, because I have a spare childhood Skarloey that doesn't work. And I'm just going to put the motor from Skarloey into Flora. So, not too bad. She does have very interesting internals, actually. That's curious. Wow. Here's Flora. Here's the front view without her chassis. She does have a bit of wear and tear. Cheek mark. There's a bit of sticker wear if you look in the light. But I'm very pleased that I got a Flora for, again, Flora was $5. Flora and her tram car were $5 each, so 10 for the whole set. Which, yes, you can get them in better condition on eBay, but like $10 compared to $50, that's a steal. Like, you can't even lie. That's a very, very good price. I can live with Flora being a little damaged because, like I said, she's so much more common than her tram car. But there you go. Flora has now been added to the collection. I might fix her up today because like I said, I have a working Skarloey that I could easily just put in there and get her jump started. But, you know, we'll see. Again, very pleased to have this. Flora's great. Next character. Can you guess who? Can you guess? I'll give you 5 seconds, Jeopardy style. Do 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 do. Diesel. Yeah, it's not that interesting. It's a diesel. It's got a nose chip. I'll fix that with paint. But yeah, it's just a diesel. Let's see if he runs. Slapping a battery in this guy. It's a bit dusty, but he looks pretty good. Oh hey! Diesel runs quite well, in fact. Diesel does work. So hey, I'm not completely out. Diesel was like $10, I think. But yeah, no, this is good. It's a working diesel. I have a non-working diesel that I can use for spares if this one ever breaks down. Very good lot. I will out and say. Here's Diesel. There's Diesel. Full of surprises. Splendid little toy. Very glad to finally have Diesel. It's kind of embarrassing how long it took me to get Diesel. Like, I had like Donald and Douglas, like 2003 Edward, Murdoch, Splatter and Dodge, like Hero, Billy, before I got Diesel. Or at least a working Diesel in my current modern day collection, which is very funny to me. I find that humorous. That's the lot. Pretty good lot, I'd say. It was about just under $70 for it all. Which might sound bad for the fact that I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little toy trains, but when you math them out, most of them, aside from the milk tanker and Diesel, are some pretty rare medias. There's some Hit Toys rare, if you would. I'm going to check Flora's date, Flora's production code, before I finish the video. She is E9, 2009. She's 197 E8? Oh yeah, of course she's E8. Flora Season 12. Season 12 of 2008. I don't know what I'm thinking. She is 197 E8. So whatever day that is, I don't know. That's the video. I'm going to do a little run session now with these chaps. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is a lot less formal, I will say, than most videos I've done before and probably will do in the future. I'm going through a process right now. Very busy things are happening in my life. Got lots to do. I'm working on the process of getting a job so I can fund more of these silly little toy train videos. Big things are happening. Videos might be a little smaller, like this one, down from 20 minutes to like 15 or 16. But hey, you know, I'll still try to make videos, still try to get stuff out, because I love making these. That's kind of all I got for now. See you all in the next video, and please enjoy the running session. Goodbye.
Flora, this is Toby. Toby, this is Flora.
Big, bad, strong, and solid. That jerk's name is Hector the Horrid, they sang.
Thomas puffed closer.
Keep away!